So there was once, there was a time when I went to a place in near Brixham, and the place called Chaston Court. You might have heard of it, maybe not, but it's like a really old pub now. It used to be like part of like a monastery thing. So I remember going there with like an ex-girlfriend, sort of back in, I don't know, must have been 2005ish, 2004. No, it was 2004 actually. Would have been about 2004, I think. Yeah, because I was down there in March 2004. Benny! God, he just eats poo. Anyway, rabbit poo, he loves it. So I remember as you go into the the main sort of main entrance, and you it's like a door on the left, door on the right. We went in the door on the right, and sat down, and like I only had a couple of drinks. I wasn't pissed or anything. I think it was only had maybe two, three. But next to the bar, on the right hand side as you go in, so the right hand side of the bar, it's like a square C shape. It goes like down, and then back, back down again. And it was like I was sat there, with my ex-girlfriend, and there was saw this. What I can explain it is, it's like smoke. It looked like smoke, blue. Fucking hell. This sounds stupid, but it was like a blue, hazy smoke. Sometimes you get smoke in like, and it's like, it's really quite sort of blue. It looked like that, but it wasn't smoke. And it was in like, I suppose it was like in the shape of, well, I said I suppose, I mean it was in the shape of it looked like a person. So I can't explain that. I have no fucking idea what the hell that was, and I wasn't that pissed. Jesus Christ, I probably had about 3 at the time, something like that. And I couldn't explain that. But I've seen quite a few things, odd things. I've actually seen some down here, which was really fucking odd as well, just in this field. No, I'm not like a, what do you call them, clairvoyant or actually dead people's kind of shit. No idea. I've no idea what I'm looking at. It's just what I thought I saw. Kind of thing, I think I thought I saw something. It was a bit like that. So could possibly be something or nothing. I don't know. I remember looking at it in Chaston Court, thinking, fucking hell, what was that? I was like, what the shit? What's happened? What was all that about? So yeah, I don't know what that was. It was like a blue mist, like quite a bright blue, smoky, human-shaped mist of like smoke. That's what it looked like to me. So yeah, I can't explain that one. That was weird. Another time, I was probably, I was riding bikes at the time, so I was probably maybe 11, something like that, 12, and that was in, near the beach where I used to live, on like the top, on the headlands kind of thing. And there was like a bit of a, I suppose like a, where kids go up and down on bikes and stuff, like a little ride bit where you can see all the, dug out in the sand and stuff. and I can remember once as we were leaving, so it must have been about tea time, I don't know, 5 o'clock later. As we were leaving, there was probably about 4 or 5 of us, easy, and as we were leaving, I saw somebody come down the lift. There was an old bloke with a dog, not even joking. There was an old bloke with a dog, and he was walking towards us. As if I remember rightly, it was quite a small dog, looked like a small dog, old bloke, kind of flat cap, that kind of style of a bloke, you know, sort of suit jacket, flat cap. So you're talking about you were talking about 1985, something like that, 84, when this happened. And I saw this fella come towards us, and as we were like, you know, riding or whatever, he just fucking disappeared. He wasn't there anymore. just vanished. And I can remember saying at the time, where did that old bloke go with the dog? I remember saying it, and I remember them saying, huh, what are you on about? What old bloke? Now, this path didn't have anywhere to go. Like, there wasn't, like, you know, it was just it was like 2 hedges. It was one side of the path and one down the other side of the path, and you can't get through the hedges. I mean, you know, it was like thick hedges. So I suppose it was like, you know, like a hedge. I mean, this is all being cut, but so I couldn't explain that. That's something that's baffled me a long time. Just that, and that was back in like 1984-ish, 85. So I was probably like 11 or 12 or something at the time. You know, so I can't really, you know, work that one out. There's quite a few things I can't really work out. It's quite interesting, really. You know, it's quite some quite unusual shit goes on. But yeah, no, they didn't see him, and I did, because I looked at him and didn't think anything of it, and then all of a sudden he just fucking disappeared. But he was walking towards us as we were riding down. Now, you know, as we were about to leave, I noticed him walking up, and as we were leaving, which was literally like fucking straight away, like 2 seconds, 5 seconds later, whatever, like we just moved straight away. And then basically he just fucking disappeared, and he wasn't there anymore, and there was nowhere for him to go. I mean, it was like, you know, strange. There's been a few weird things, but I mean, there's been even something there, right there where that gap is. I've seen a couple of things where that gap is, which I'll talk about. So I have no idea, to be absolutely fucking honest. Is it my brain? You know what I mean? Am I imagining shit? Am I tripping? I don't know. Maybe I was eating something I shouldn't have been. That was growing on the floor. No idea. Damn it. Got me new app. It's got a, you know, I'm doing my face and looking at that little man at the same time. Now he's on. Cheeky boy. On through the watch because it's a bloody mess. There's a little quarry, look, filled up. But yeah, quite interesting, really. I won't bore you anymore because you're probably bored by now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.